Here with another slushie machine. This is the SYINTAO. Not sure how to pronounce that, but spoilers, I really like this one. I've used it a couple of times now, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But this one's just, it's really nice. This, of the three I've tested on the channel, this is the easiest to clean. You have your drip tray, or your condensation tray, I should say. You have your drip tray, and then you have your unit here, which is like where you put your ingredients. If I could line it up, it's kind of hard doing it off angle. There we go. And then we just seal it, and that's it. You got a nice little door. That's where you pour stuff in. You got a little dispenser. I do wish this was actually metal. Other ones I have, this is metal. This is just like a chromed plastic. So over time, that's going to wear off, and I imagine it's like white nylon or something under there. Not too bad. I really like it. Come over here to the side real fast. My only complaint is this button membrane. It is kind of mushy. I wish it had like a proper LCD touchscreen or physical buttons, but just don't press too hard. You don't really have to press too hard. Let's get something in here and going. We'll try my little frosty thing, I think, because I really like putting chocolate milk in these things, and we'll go from there. It's down to 7.7, so it's working. 7.6. I imagine it's going to pick up speed here. You know, I had to get all the coolant running. This is the first time I ran it. Yeah, there's 7.5. So we should make pretty quick work of it. 7.4. So it's only been 2 minutes and it's down to 1.4 Celsius already. It is booking. Some of it's actually starting to like clump up on the metal and move forward, but I imagine it'll go much quicker here before too long. I think it's going down to like -3 Celsius in this setting, maybe a little more. So yeah, like it is flying now. 0.8, 0.7, pretty cool. 0.6. This is the fastest one so far out of all the ones I've tried, and that's kind of interesting because it's actually the smallest housing of all the ones I've tried. The reservoir is about the same size, but this thing, 0.3, 0.2, this thing is booking, man. I need to get some stuff to make ice cream in it, and I look forward to trying that. 0.0, -0.1, so there we go. We should start seeing good crystallization and stuff now. Right now we're still just a lot of foam. Oh yeah, we're starting to get it there. Maybe I'll take a handheld once it really gets going here in a second. We have 2 Celsius and falling now. It's hard to see because of all the foam, but you can look in here and you can kind of see where it's starting to clump up. I don't know how well that comes across on camera, but in person you can see it. Now, this should really pick up steam here in a minute. And almost like it just does a whole phase transition. On the other ones anyway, I'm sure it's going to do it on this one too, which once everything starts to reach that kind of critical temperature. Yeah, you can see some more action back here where it's building up and then being scraped forward. And this is getting pretty cold. Yeah, you can see how much foam, because I filled it to about right here. So that's all air that's in there. It's kind of whipped in. We are now at -2 degrees Celsius. We're starting to see a little more clumping action. So I imagine we're going to get there before long. Yeah, it's going to be hard for you to see this, but it's definitely gotten chunkier in the past 20, 30 seconds. We're down to -2.2 now. It's going to get there quick, I think. See how it's starting to get that chunkiness? It's always interesting to me that with the chocolate milk, you start to get white streaks where it's like separating out the chocolate or something. Maybe they're freezing at different temperatures, whatever they use to flavor the chocolate milk. It all gets mixed in the end, and it tastes really, really freaking good. So here's something I can't really show you, but on the other ones I've tested, the exhaust air is always somewhat cold. This air is actually warm. So this refrigerator is a refrigerant unit, cooling unit, is working a lot better than the other 2 I've tested. It's not like super hot air, but it's definitely doing some heat exchange. The other one, you know, it's all right, but it can take like 35, 40 minutes to do this exact same thing to get here. Actually, I don't even know if it's ever even got this far. It's more like a slightly melted milkshake, whereas this actually is starting to look like a proper frosty, and it's been 14 minutes since I pressed start. But like, I'm actually getting warm air out of the back, which is pretty interesting. Oh, that was fast. We're at -3, so I'm just gonna get just a little here. That is pretty frosty-like. It's still a little liquidy, so we'll let it go a little bit longer. Sorry, it's hard to show you that. But you can see it kind of stays in a congealed mass there. frozen mass, lumpy mass, mushy mass. Yeah, that is getting there. Let me try it here real fast. Oh, that was really good. Yeah. We'll let that run just a little bit longer. Due to the volume that we put in, I think that's the best we're gonna do. It's almost all pushed up to the front now. You know, we weren't doing ice cream, so we could have come way up to here probably. Probably not all the way to the top because of the aeration, but even coming to the ice cream level probably would have done a lot better. It's not always the best just for one person or for two people, just because you're only going to get it so far because of the nature of the screw and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of there, and I'm going to enjoy it. I do wish the machine was a little taller. I can't get it all out at once because of the height of the cup. So yeah, keep that in mind. You'll need smaller cups than like this protein shaker cup. This is using their ice cream recipe that came in the booklet. Done all the preparation. Now I'm trying not to spill it everywhere here. And hopefully this turns out pretty good. It's the right kind of color for vanilla ice cream. I think this is more like custard, so it's going to probably be more like frozen custard based on how much egg and stuff is in here. And there we go. We're past the minimum fill line. Let's try to let a little more of this get out of there. It's probably as good as we're going to get. Go ahead and close that. And then I'm just going to come over here and hit the ice cream setting. So a long press, and then a quick press, go straight to ice cream. And now we just come back when it's done. So you can see over in here, you can see those blobs. And that's the ice cream forming, and then it gets kind of pushed forward by the screw and collects here. And again, if that was more full, then you'd have more up here. Even if it got pushed to the front, it would still be touching that. And it probably work a little bit better. We're at about 28 minutes right now. We're at negative 4.4 Celsius, and this is definitely getting cold and starting to get some condensation, which is interesting because it's not very humid here since we live in the desert. It has rained today, but I'd say it's probably about 25–30% humidity in here. So enough for some condensation, but it's definitely getting quite cold. I'm not seeing as much of the like traditional ice cream look in here, but this has definitely changed. It's much more, I don't know how to describe it. You're starting to see a lot of the air get whipped into it, so it's getting some volume and stuff. Kind of interesting. I think this is going to end up more like a frozen yogurt or like a frozen custard. It's definitely not going to be what I would think of as ice cream, but it should still be pretty good. Oh, we're at negative 4.5 now. It hasn't stopped yet, but I am very curious, so I'm going to take a look here. Yeah, so soft serve. Pretty cool. Let's try it. I think it'll get more firm, but I'm kind of losing my patience. I want to try it. Oh yeah, that's just like buffet soft serve. Oh, that's good, but it's real eggy because it's a custard. Yeah, real happy with that.